All right, 5th grade, we are going to add the face to our monster. To do this, the first thing we need to do is we need to put a piece of paper inside of our monster because our SmartFab is really thin. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating our face from the felt and we're going to glue it to the front of our monster. But if we glue it without something in there to stop it, it's going to glue my monster closed, which doesn't have a stuffing yet, so I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to get a small piece of paper and I'm going to kind of make sure I can get it to fit, and I'm just going to stuff that inside my monster. That way when I do glue, my paper is going to stop him from getting stuck to the backside. So I've got my paper in there to kind of protect, and then I've got all these different varieties of felt. I can cut my felt into a variety of different shapes and sizes. This is where you get to be really creative. My only rule here is that you need multiple layers. So what I mean by that is, like, let's just use this paper as an example. If I'm gonna make an eye for my monster, I can be as creative as I'd like. Maybe I wanna do an eye like this. So that's like the outside shape. That would be one layer. But this doesn't look like an eye yet, right? I have other details to add. I can put a circle in the middle. I can do another little triangle to make a detail. I can add eyelashes or eyelids or anything like that. So each individual shape is its own layer. So when I translate this into the felt, each piece of that is going to be a different piece of felt. So let's say that that's the eye I'm gonna make. Let's just go with it for the sake of going with it. If you want, you can draw your shapes out on your felt. You can just use a Sharpie, or you can draw them straight. It is really up to you. However you wanna do it, it is your artwork, you decide. Now obviously this is not the easiest thing. I think I prefer to just cut them. When I cut the felt, I have to use the back of my scissors and I have to hold it really close to where I'm cutting. Otherwise the felt doesn't like to obey what I want it to do. So you gotta make sure that you're putting the scissors all the way to the very back. All right, so once I got that shape, I'm always gonna put it down so that the side that I did Sharpie on is down where I can't see it. When I put the glue on here, I want to make sure that I've got glue kind of evenly coated. So instead of me just putting one big dot in the middle, I'm gonna kind of use the tip of my glue to just evenly spread it around. So yes, you're gonna be touching the tip of the glue into the glue and you're gonna use it to spread. And it's gonna get all gross and yucky and it's not a big deal. You'll just wipe it off at the end. Then I can stick it down, I'm gonna press and hold so it's nice and firm. Okay, now if I wanted to add, you know, that circle part, well, I need to pick another color. Maybe I want my monster to have a purple eye. And I'm just gonna straight cut mine. Okay, so this is layer number 2. So that layer would go on top of that layer. So that's what I mean by you need to have multiple layers. You can't just cut out circles for eyes and call it a day because it doesn't look good. So you need to have multiple layers to make your eyes, same for your mouth, nose, etc. Take your time, be creative. It is kind of fun to play with. So that's what you'll do for your whole monster. Teeth, tongue, like you can have a belly. I mean, it's up to you, however you want to do it. But all of your monster's facial features will be glued to the front of your monster.